Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the second part of pattern programs. In the previous part, we have seen some triangle patterns, and here we are going to see how to insert space in front of the patterns. So the second part of patterns will have space in front, and then you will have the normal patterns. So you are going to see the first pattern. Here you can see the triangle pattern. In front of it, you got to add space, that is insert space in front of the pattern, and then only you should print the pattern. So here it is the normal pattern. So it is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the first pattern we saw in the previous video. Here only difference is you are going to insert spaces and then insert the pattern. So here you can see the first line, you have more set of boxes. So you can see 4 boxes, empty boxes, and then second line you can see 3 empty boxes, and then you can see 2 empty boxes, and then 1. So you have to keep on reduce the number of empty boxes every line. And you already seen about the I value and j value. That is, I is nothing but the outer loop and j will be the inner loop. You can come to know about the outer loop by seeing the right hand side of the pattern or in the left hand side. You can see left hand side pattern, you have only one starting with 1, but right hand side you can see it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see each row. Okay, it is an increasing pattern. So outer loop will be it will be 1 to 5. So it is increasing. And now the inner loop. So here it's given as k, but normally we use j variable as the inner loop. So I just put as j here. Now you can see on top you don't have any values. At the bottom you can see the 5 numbers. Here also you can see j value is starting from 1 and ending with 5. So it is also an increasing pattern. Okay, one thing you can observe is it all the lines, all the rows, it is starting, the start value is 1, but the end value is different. Okay, start value is 1 in all the rows, end value is nothing but the I value. Say first row it is 1, second row it is ending with 2, third row it is ending with 3, so it goes on like that. So it is nothing but the I value. So the inner loop pattern is k is 1 to I. Okay, so you have to start from 1 and end it with I, and also you should notice that it is increasing. And now you are going to calculate the space. So first row it should have 4 spaces. So what I have done is I have just entered some numbers so that to make you understand how to write the inner loop for space. You can see I just started with 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so this space also should be based on I value. So this inner loop for space should also based on the outer loop, that is I value. So you start with 5 and end it with 1 plus 1. You can see 5 to 1, that is I plus 1 is nothing but for the first row it is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So it will stop by 2. Second row it starts from 5 and end it I plus 1, that is 2 plus, that is the final value of I is 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And then the next row it is starting with 5, and you can see the I value will be 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So it goes on decreasing every row. Okay, so now you will see the program. So in BlueJ we created a program for the first pattern. You can see the outer loop for I int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. So the I value starts from 1 and end it with 5, and it is increasing pattern. So you have to use I plus plus. So that is about the outer loop. Now inner loop, first you have to insert space because the space comes before the numbers. So you have to have a inner loop for inserting space. So as we discussed, you should start with 5 and you should stop I plus 1. So here you can see j equal to 5, j greater than 5. You are not use equal to because it should be I plus 1. So j greater than I will be that, say for example first time I value is 1. So the inner loop will be executed from 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, because when it becomes 1, because it is j minus minus, when it becomes 1 this condition will be false. So it won't take the 5th iteration, it will have only 4 iteration. That means 4 space will be inserted for the first row. Second row I value will be increased by 1. Okay, so that means it is 2. Now j value is 5 and it goes down from 5, 4, 3 because I is 2. So j will be working till 3, because when it becomes 2 the condition is false, so it will print 3 space. Okay, so it goes on decreasing every row. Now you come to the number pattern, that is number will be from 1 to I. Okay, first time it is 1, second row it is 1 and 2, because I value is increased by 1, that becomes 2. So the k value will be 1 and 2, and then it will be third row will be 1, 2 and 3, so it goes on increasing. Okay, and then you will have system out println to insert the line, that is break the line every after printing all the that is after printing each and every row. So shall we compile this program and execute it? Now you can see the first pattern. So click on void main and click OK button. Now you can see the pattern displayed on the screen. So you can see the space in front, and then you can see the pattern. Okay, so this is the first pattern. Now you are going to go to the second pattern. So when you observe the second pattern, you can see first row you got 5, second row you got 5 4, 5 4 3, 5 4 3 2, 5 4 3 2 1. So that means the I value, you can see the last, that is right hand side column, that will be 5 to 1, that is it is decreasing. So I value is 5 to 1, and also you should notice that it is decreasing, so you have to use I minus minus, that is the outer loop. Now inner loop, again you can see first row it is having only one number, so go take the last row, you can see 5 4 3 2 1. So again j value starts from 5, because every row you can see it is starting with 5 but ending with the I value, because I value is for the first time it is first row it is 5, and second row it is 4, then third row it is 3, and then 2, and then 1. So it should be from 5 to I. Now we are going to discuss about the inner loop, because we already discussed that it should be based on the I value, right? So here I value is 5, so we are going to see how to use the inner loop for space. You can see I started with 1 and then go on increasing it every time. Okay, so 1 2 3 4, that should be 1 lesser than the I value, so it should be from 1 to I minus 1. So first time it is 5, so 5 minus 1 is 4, so it stops with 4. Second time starts from second row, it starts from 1, then it goes on till 3. Now the I value is 4 for the second row, so I minus 1 is 3, so it stops there. So it goes on like that. So same like the previous pattern. So here also it is decreasing, space also is decreasing. So we will see the program. So the outer loop here it's given as I equal to 5, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus, it is a decreasing loop. It starts from 5 and end it with 1. Now in the loop for the space is j equal to 1, j lesser than I, j plus plus, so it is increasing. Okay, so since you are starting with 1, it will go till 5 minus 1, because it is j lesser than I, so 5 minus 1 is 4. So 1 2 3 4. Second time I value will be reduced by 1, so I value is 4 for the second row. Now the inner loop for space will be 1 2 3. Okay, because the I value is 4, it is j lesser than 4. Okay, so it will be working till 3, so you will have 3 space, then it will become 2 space for the next row. It goes on decreasing. Now the pattern is, it should be the I value, that is 5. Okay, so k equal to 5, k less than greater than or equal to I, k minus minus, so it is also decreasing pattern as we saw in the slide. So it should start with 5, I value is also 5, so it will print only once. Second time I value is reduced by 1, so it becomes 4. So here k value is 5, k greater than or equal to I, k minus minus, so it will print 5 and 4. Okay, so it goes on increasing, and then you have system out println to break the line. So you are going to compile this, so no errors. So you are going to execute it. Now you can see the second pattern will be displayed on the screen. Okay, now you are going to go to the third pattern. So third pattern, I have selected a pattern which is reversed triangle, that is you can see inverted triangle. So you can see first row is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, it is full, and then second row it is 2 3 4, and then 3 4, and 3 4 5, and then 4 5 and 5. Now you can see that space is not there for the first row, but for the remaining rows you should have space. Now the I value will be taken from the first values. You can see 1 2 3 4, so it is increasing value. So I value, the outer loop will be from 1 to 5, and j value, that is the inner loop for the pattern, is 1 to 5 again. You can see the first row itself, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be the j value, that is k value. Okay, you can see the first value is 1 for the first row. Second row it is 2, third row it is 3. It is changing, keep on changing. It is nothing but the I value. And ending with the value, that is 5. So the end value is 5. For every row, the end value is 5. So you will have I to 5. So k value will be I to 5. So as you all know that I value is increasing every time. So here also pattern also will increases the value. So I to 5 will be the pattern. Now we are going to see the space. Okay, first row you should not have any space. Second row you should have one space. So if you put 1 to I minus 1, okay, here you can see that I minus 1 will be 0. So it won't be equal. So it won't print any space. Second value will be it will print 1 because I value becomes 2, right? And then third value, the I value becomes 3, so it will print 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you are going to see the program. So the outer loop is I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, that is the outer loop. And then inner loop for space, you can see I value is 1 and it is j lesser than I, j plus plus. It is also increasing because I value is 1 for the first time. So 1 lesser than 1, it is false. So it won't print any space. Second time I value increase by 1, it becomes 2. So j value will be 1. Okay, once it comes inside the inner loop, it becomes 1. 1 lesser than 2 is true, so it prints the space, first space. Second time j value will be increased by 1. You can see that you don't have, that is j value becomes 2, I value is also 2. Here the condition is false because 2 is not lesser than 2, so it stops. That is, it comes out of the inner loop. Right, now it will print only one space. So third row it prints 2 space. So it goes on like that. Now the pattern, you got I equal to, that is k equal to I, k less than or equal to 5, and then k plus plus. So every time the start value is changed depend upon the I value. First row it is starting from 1 to 5, second row it is from 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 to 5, 5. Alright, so it goes on printing like that. Now you are going to compile this program. No syntax errors. Now you are going to execute it. Click OK. Now you can see the pattern displayed on the screen. So you are going to the last pattern. So this pattern is also similar to the previous one. You can see the values are different here. It's starting with 5 and it goes on down. That is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next row it is 4, 3, 2, 1. So it gives on going down, and it is also inverted triangle, and you have to add space. That is space is increasing. Now I value, when you check the last row, you can, that is last column, it is 1. So you can take the value, I value will be from 5 to 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can observe each and every row start value is, it starts from 5 and end with 1. So the I value is 5 to 1. And then the pattern value. So pattern values again, you can see the first row itself, you can see it is 5 to 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it is decreasing. So both I and j are decreasing. And you have noticed that it is ending with 1, but start value is nothing but the I value. First row, the I value is 5, so it starts from I and it prints till 1. Second row, it starts from I value, that is 4, and it ends with 1. So it goes on increasing, that is decreasing. So I to 1 will be the inner loop. Now you are going to calculate the space value. So here you can say I just put 5. The reason is the space also should be based on the I value. Okay, you are going to print only 1. So if you start with 5, okay, and then you can check I minus 1. So first row you don't print any space. Second row I minus 1 is 4, so it will print 5, right? So then third row I minus 1 will be 4 minus 3, 4 minus 1 is 3, so 5 and 4 will be print. That means you are going to print the space instead of number. So you'll so the j value, that is for space, is 5. So and should be till lesser that is greater than or greater than I, and then minus minus. So it should be a decreasing loop. So in blue j you can see the outer loop is I equal to 5, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. So it starts from 5 and it goes down till 1. Okay, 5 times it will execute. And then inner loop. So since you don't want any space for the first row, you can see j value is 5. J greater than I, that is 5 greater than 5, it is false, so it won't print anything. Second time j value is decreased by, that is I value is decreased by 1, so it is 4. Now you can see j value is 5, 5 lesser than, that is sorry, greater than 4, it is true, so it print once. the space, and then it decreases the j value by 1. Now you can see that j values decrease by 1, so it becomes 4. 4 lesser than 4, it is false. So it won't print more than one space, right? So it keeps on increasing every time, every row. Now the pattern is it should start with I and then end it with 1. So it should be decreasing. So I value is 5, 5 to 1, 4 to 1, 3 to 1. It goes on like that. Okay, so you're going to compile this program. So no syntax errors, right? You're going to execute it. Right, so this is the pattern, last pattern what we discussed, you got it. Okay, so hope you understood this video. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.